Hey guys, this is we're gonna call this part two of do we pay our bills during this pandemic, right? The first one, man, got a lot of attention. It went viral. No, actually, it didn't go viral, but it went viral for local. I mean, it got close to 200 shares. So for West Texas, it went West Texas viral. Anyways, got a lot of mixed comments on that, but but I think it was positive. However, also told you we were going to do some updates as this thing updated. And I told you that the government has not put a law that says that a lender, has to modify a loan, right? But that changed, and I'm actually coming to you about a week too late, or not too late, probably later than I should, because around the 28th, with the passing of the CARES Act, I've been so focused on some of the other benefits that came out of this, I wasn't able to follow up with this. Is they did put, again, since then, they did put a law to government-backed mortgages, which is your Sallie Mae, Freddie Mac, most of your FHA mortgages. So most of y'all's mortgages that are government-backed, they are, the law has said that if the debtor requests forbearance as a result of the corona, that they have to give it. Okay, that forbearance is going to be about 6 months of your payments being paused. Okay, here's what's really cool is the CARES Act also regulated the FCRA into requiring that at this time on any kind of mortgage loan modification. Now in this case, it doesn't matter if it's a government-backed mortgage or a regular mortgage, any kind of loan modification, whether that's forbearance or maybe we're skipping a payment or two and putting it to the back. Maybe they've agreed to drop the payments to a low amount for a little bit before we go back to our regular payment. So whatever that modification is, that they cannot report a late payment. They are to continue to report the payments current during this time. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about that, but that's pretty cool news. But that's cool news. I get excited about that because I'm a credit guy, right? So, but hey, so that means what? That means we get to. This is just going to be that much more helping us get out of the storm. Now, look, expect huge call delays, right? So some alternatives other than sitting on the phone all day. There is some of the lenders that put some stuff on their website that you can apply to it online. You can also apply, maybe try to make an appointment online. So a lot of banks are still seeing people, they are governing how many people they can see in the lobby at one time. But that's one way to do it. Or just, stay on that phone as long as you can until you finally can get a human. There's no proof of this. It's just basically you attesting to the fact that you have been impacted by all of this, and it's affecting your ability to make that house payment. So what a great thing for business owners that have been affected, for you guys that have lost your jobs, lost hours, or whatnot. This is a blessing. I guess people could get, anybody could probably jump on this in one way or the other, but do you? I mean, one way we can contribute to getting through this is not put any undue stress on the system. So anyway, that's up to you guys. I mean, that's on y'all's conscience if you do or not. But for those that really need this is fantastic. Okay, but some things we need to be aware of. I think this is important. Now, for one, a lot of the lenders are going to end up being proactive and offer some alternatives other than forbearance. So they might say, hey, how about we skip a payment, put it on the back end, or skip two and put it back in, or an actual modified payment until this thing goes, and then we go back to regular payment. So they might offer some alternatives as opposed to an extensive 6-month forbearance. So, and again, so you'll know your situation, you'll know your budget. Just know your rights, that you can, in spite of that, say, no, we can't do that. We're going to do the 6 months forbearance if that's the way you're going to go. But know this. The law was not clear. It was clear on if the debtor request forbearance, that they're to grant it, but it wasn't clear to what the lenders to do after the forbearance is up. So as a result, some of the things that the lenders are doing to defer this is they say, yeah, well, we by law have to do the forbearance, but just so you know, at the end of the forbearance, we're going to require all those payments up front. Okay, so hey, that's pretty spooky. And so you could come out of this thing, and next thing you know, there you go. You're sitting there with $9,000 worth of house payments, depending on which house payment is. So be careful on that. Some of them are saying, no, what we're going to do is we're going to take that, we're going to average them back out over the next year. So maybe instead of a $1,500 a month house payment, you now have a $2,000 house payment. And then ideally would be they just basically pause it and tag it on to the end, right? So it just extends on out. And so that'd be the ideal, of course. So just be aware, ask those questions, and these lenders are tied up because not only are they're working off a limited staff because of the corona, but on top of that, they're handling a lot of the other situations that are going on, especially around the small business assistance and things like that. So they've got them piled up handling that. Plus, these are their big clients. So guess where their attention's going? It's going to these business owners, which is great. I'm great for the business owner. I'm one. So more of the attention's going there versus the guy over here on hold for 2 hours trying to make their house payment, right? So just if that's the route you're going to go, you're just going to have to be tenacious about it, right? Look at some alternatives. See if you can make an appointment online, or just put the phone on speaker while you do whatever it is you do. Okay, and be aware of that. Now, just to clarify, that is mortgages, not your car loans, not your credit card loans, not your furniture loans, or any other debt. That's your mortgages. Any of those other guys, there is no law requiring them to do it. If they're individual companies, so anything that you work out with them would have to calling, working it out, asking for assistance, and then again, if I'm wanting to know, if they're going to structure this in a way to where it's not going to affect my credit, because the FCRA, it's not going to apply to that, only to mortgages. Okay, so hey, so I'm asking questions about how it's going to affect my credit, right? I got some comments on the last one. People are like, well, all you care about your credit. No, I don't. I mean, let's face it. If everything's hit the fan, you're only going to be able to take care of what you can take care of. If that's the case, I'm going to say this again. They didn't watch the whole video last time. Come see us. If you're in a situation where you can't pay any of these bills, then come see us. Let me help you guys through this. We've got ways, regardless of the corona, that we can help do this to where you can recover quickly. Now, it's not pretty. I don't recommend it. This is an emergency situation, all right? But hopefully with the mortgage modification and whatnot, that'll help. For the renters out there, I don't know. I don't know. They're not. There's not anything there yet other than just talking to your landlord and requesting help. One way to do this. Oh, you know what? I just thought about this, and while I'm doing the video, is a lot of your landlords might have a mortgage on the house you're renting, right? So encourage them. Say, look, is there any way you can contact your bank, get a forbearance on your end, and pass that relief on to us, versus just not getting paid. So think outside of the box, be positive. Also, just remember there's opportunities during this time. There's opportunities, whatever it is. Maybe it's just to work on ourselves, but keep your eye on the Lord through this process. I'm telling you, we're going to get through it, and we're going to get through it better. All right, I hope this helps. It's my little way of trying to make a difference in our community, so I hope it helps. If it does, share it. Send us a like. If it doesn't help, then you can express yourself. It hurts my feelings a little bit, but I'll get over it. All right, we'll talk to y'all soon.